I was born and raised in Kannapolis. Technically speaking, no one is born in Kannapolis because there's no hospital in Kannapolis. The nearest hospital is Cannon Memorial Hospital, which is in Concord, about 7 miles away. But I grew up in Kannapolis until I was 18 years old and went off to college. Then I came back and lived a few more years there. Kannapolis really revolves around Cannon Mills. It's a large textile mill. Essentially, in one end of the mill comes in raw cotton. The cotton is then cleaned and spun into thread. The thread then is used to make sheets and towels, and then the towels are then printed, and then finally, or the sheets are printed, and finally the material goes out at the other end. It's a major employer. Probably half of the city was employed directly or indirectly from the mill itself. It was a company town. The mill built small homes called GI homes or mill houses. And so they rented those to people who lived in the town. So you not only worked in the mill, but your landlord was the mill. The mill owned the entire downtown area. So all the stores rented from the mill. I worked several jobs. My first job in the mill was as a weaver. And I worked on what was called a draper shuttleless loom, or a DSL. I ran 12 looms. And we made primarily terry cloth for towels and washcloths. One of the top jobs in the mill was being a weaver and weaving towels primarily. They also weave flat cloth for sheets. But Cannon Mills was known for its towels. The Cannon towels were some of the most luxurious towels of that period. Very high quality towels. So to be a weaver and to work on a loom was a fairly good job, a well-paying job. I think it's a very good town to have documented and remembered because it was a town that many people came to and brought their families to. It was comfortable. People had jobs. You had money. You had a place to live. There was a sense of community. It was a place where literally everyone knew everyone until I was in my late teens. I didn't realize that every place, every town in the world didn't close up, at least in the United States, didn't close up during the week of July 4th because our town closed up. The mill took that week off and it was called vacation week. Everyone went on vacation. They would drain the lake in front of the mill and clean that and then fill it back up. And so that was the week when everyone left town because they didn't have to work that week. It had a steady company, large, very successful company, and there were plenty of jobs for people. They used to always say if you got fired from your job, just go back out and reapply the next day and you get a new job. Or if you didn't like your job, you could quit and go back and reapply and get a new job. There were literally hundreds upon hundreds of different kinds of jobs. I do still have cousins that live in the Kannapolis area. I think it's a very good town to have documented and remembered.